I use a little trick to help my therapy clients actually make progress towards their goals. If you struggle to make progress towards your goals, I think this trick will help you too. So I'm going to tell you the trick, but I first have to explain why the trick works because otherwise you're going to listen to the trick and you're going to be like, what's the point of that? It'll be fast, I promise. Just give me like 20 seconds. When you want to make a change in your life, even if it is a positive change, there is a cost that comes from that. There is the effort, there is the leaving behind what is familiar, there is the risk that the change won't work. And here's the critical part: you will not make a change if the pain of change is less than the pain of staying still. But the problem is that we often numb out the pain of staying still. In other words, we don't recognize how bad we currently have it, and that makes it harder to change. All right, now you can understand the trick. Here it comes. When people talk about problems in their life, they often use language which distances themselves from the problem. Specifically, they often say you instead of I. So somebody's talking about their relationship and they say something like, it's hard when you never get appreciated by your partner. Notice what happened there. They didn't say, it's hard when I don't get appreciated by my partner. They distanced it. They put it on some other imaginary person by using you. People do the same distancing when they talk about the actions that they know that they ought to take. So they might say something like, you deserve to stand up for yourself if the other person isn't treating you right, instead of saying, I deserve to stand up for myself if the other person isn't treating me right. And so the technique that I do is very simple. I just catch people when they are using you when they should be using I. I ask my clients to say it again, but use I this time instead of you, and when they do, something strange happens. They are more able to feel the pain of the problems in their current life, and they are more able to feel conviction and strength about the changes that they want to make. Because when I use language that distances myself from my own life, then it numbs me out. I don't feel the pains of my life as much. And when I take responsibility to make changes in my own life, instead of saying that somebody else generically should make those changes, it makes me more likely to make those changes. See what I did there? So try that out. The next time that you are tempted to use you when you mean I, pause, reframe it, and then see if that feels any different. See if it creates any kind of motivation or insight that you didn't have before. And if this stuff feels helpful to you, then say, I am going to follow because I want my life to be better. And then do that. Also, if you think it'd be helpful for somebody else, forward it on to them. Dr. Dan, signing off.